It's School Choice Week here in Wisconsin and across the country. More than 5,000 events will happen to celebrate education reform, the largest series of educational events in American history. And here now to talk more about it is Andrew Campanella, president of National School Choice Week. Good morning.
Good morning, and thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Nice to have you on this show. So what is National School Choice Week?
It's a series of 5,500 events taking place all across the country, and it's an opportunity to inform and empower parents and let them know that they do have choices in terms of where to send their children to school. And in Milwaukee, they have a lot of choices. So we want parents to use the week, research the options they have, and begin looking at schools for the next school year, because if you wait too long until the spring and summer, you won't have as many options as you do now. It's also an opportunity for parents who feel they don't have enough options to stand up and let state leaders know they want more opportunity for their kids.
So let's talk about our state specifically. How does Wisconsin rank when it comes to school choice?
I would say Wisconsin ranks pretty highly. Wisconsin has the Milwaukee Parental Choice Program for private schools, improving traditional public schools. There are a lot of public charter schools that are performing very well, magnet schools, online learning. So I would say Wisconsin is doing a good job. Now, could the state do better? Absolutely. We need to continue to empower more families with more opportunities, because if kids are stuck in schools that are not working for them, they need to be able to leave those schools and go to better ones.
So for parents looking for a school then, what's your best advice for them?
My best advice would be to make a list of attributes in what you would want in an ideal school for your child. It might be school safety, which is important to so many families. It might be student performance in that school in a key subject area. It might be class sizes. And once you make this list, which can be large or small, start visiting schools that meet the criteria. And when you're visiting, ask lots of questions of teachers, principals, and other administrators. Make sure you get your questions answered, because you are the consumer as the parent. And also talk to other parents. Find out what they're saying about those schools and whether or not those schools encourage or discourage parental involvement.
Do you think there are any common misconceptions about school choice?
You know, I do think there are some common misconceptions about school choice. Some people think, well, you know, school choice is not available for me. But in Wisconsin and in Milwaukee, there are lots of choices for families. So take some time, do some research. I like to say to folks, spend as much time looking into schools as you would looking into a new car purchase. Because if you buy a new car and it doesn't work out after 2 years, you can trade it in. If you have your child in a school that doesn't work, you can't get those 2 years back. So I think that's a big misconception, that school choice might exist for some folks, but not for me. That's number one. Number two, that school choice is too complicated. It isn't too complicated if you just take the time to research it. Families can figure this out, and more Americans are actively choosing schools for their kids now than at any other time in history.
And I have always felt like, as a parent, we have to be the best advocates for our kids, because no one else is going to do it. So it's really a parent's responsibility. And I like what you said about researching a new car. I mean, we spend a lot of time often doing that. You should put at least that much effort into choosing a school and the right fit for your child.
Absolutely. I mean, also think about it this way. When we choose cell phones, we have to go to the cell phone store and look at the plans, and they present you with a ton of different options, and you actually have to go there. So why would you choose a school for your child without actually going to the school and seeing what it's like? Parental involvement begins with making a choice, and that's why I think school choice is the road to empowering more parents to be more involved in education. Because when they're empowered with a choice up front, they're more likely to stay involved. So I think choice is the most important reform that we could focus on in education today.
Where can people go for more information?
People can go to our website for more information at schoolchoiceweek.com. There are so many events taking place all across the state, and we hope folks will attend an event or look up information in their own homes.
Sounds great. Nice to talk to you this morning. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
For more information, you can check out this website. Again, it's schoolchoiceweek.com.